Really?
Yeah.
Hope she's okay. I hope she's okay. What was the dream about? My son had a dream about his auntie. So let's see what he's going to tell us.
I was making pancakes.
He was
She came
making
in the kitchen.
pancakes.
She was like, "How you dealing with all of this, princess?" I said, "Everything I've been through prepared you for this."
Wow. Amazing. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Chant A Psalm A Day. Yep, we are here again today. It is. Oh, let me fix this. I got my candle in the window and move this down some. Fix my skirt. Okay, greetings and welcome to Chant A Psalm A Day. We are here today. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, I have my hot tea, my chanting bowl. I think I'm ready today. Let's see. Get my hot tea here. As everyone is getting ready for Thanksgiving today, I want to ask the question, what are you thankful for today and every day? We have to find time to gather with each other on days that are not just these holidays, but that are days that basically we create with our families. So thanks for joining Chant A Psalm A Day. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for liking this video, by the way. I appreciate all the likes and all of that is grateful. I'm thankful for that. So let's unpack our psalm today. Our psalm today is 21. Psalm 21, yes, it is. And it's titled, The King Rejoices in the Lord's Strength. So the king rejoices in the Lord's strength. Who is this king that's being talked about here? Okay. We have to remember that we are part of this. And because we're part of this, we have an advocate of this. And that advocate is righteousness that's within us. So we need to be rejoicing in the strength of righteousness, in other words. It's raining outside. Yeah. You may can see some of the, yeah, I love it. I love the fall weather because of the rain that's coming down. Blessed good morning, Jamie Lambert. How are you? Thanks for joining Chant A Psalm A Day. We are here on Thanksgiving Day. For those of you who don't celebrate Thanksgiving, join me here as I talk about that and talk about the celebration of life, not death, right? We celebrate the life of Jesus on December 25th, right? The date that they designated as that day. So when we look at transitioning from Thanksgiving, from a dead, hopefully nobody out here, but we have the dead bird and we have, the ham and all of the flesh of the earth that is being consumed, right? So I have to take a little step away from it all. Okay, I've been traveling. I'm not going to tell my location because people are nefarious. But when I look at the psalm today, I look at how the joy of gathering, we had the word yesterday, gathering. So the joy of gathering, the joy of being around family and friends, right, is part of what this holiday season is. So we come on to, liberate the word, chant the psalm, and give thanks for our lives. And giving thanks is always a good thing, because when thanks are given, bless are received, right? Okay. So you can ask any questions as long as it's respectful. So I know everybody's eager beavers ready to listen to the psalm. So let's get started with Psalm 21. Okay, Psalm 21. Let me move this stuff over here so I can have access better to it. So Psalm 21. Oops. Oh, the train, you can see the train. Yeah, there's a train track there. Um Often, you know, often. Um yeah, train track right outside your window can be disturbing. So my apologies in advance for a noise coming through while I'm chanting the psalm. This happens. Very observant, Jamie Lambert. Quite observant. So let's yeah, I'm at a friend's house, so I'm not at my own house. So in the psalm today, 21, Psalm 21, it begins, and I ask that the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart is acceptable in the sight of what is righteousness, goodness, mercy, and love. And Jamie grew up by the tracks. Wow, interesting. So it wasn't disturbing you when you would hear the trains coming through? I grew up on an island, so I didn't have the sounds of trains and planes. But this psalm is 13 verses, so we're gonna get right into it. It's 8 minutes in. We're at the halfway point of the hour, so we're at the 30 minutes after the hour here, and you are probably 30 minutes before the hour, 30 minutes after the hour, but we're 30 minutes after the hour. Okay, so let's get started with the psalm. Let me make sure this is okay. Here we go. Okay. So Psalm 21. Psalm 21. Let me move this over this way so I can read it for you all. So Psalm 21. Shh. Respect. All righteousness, in the strength of righteousness, the king rejoices. Right? The king rejoices. And in righteousness is salvation, right? How greatly righteousness exalts. Thank you for liking this video. Thank you so much for liking this video. Blessed rise, Chawa. Thanks for joining Chant A Psalm A. Welcome. Come on in, take a seat, sit down, and let's commune with righteousness for a moment. So in verse 2, you have been given your heart's desires, right? And have not been, you haven't with, nothing has been withheld from you, okay? From the request of your lips, Okay, this happens to me. When I ask for anything, it happens. It happens. So be careful what you pray for, be careful what you ask for, because it happens. And this verse 2 ends with Selah. So Selah. In verse 3, you are met with rich bless, okay? And you have a set crown of fine gold upon your head, okay? Ask for life, and you will be given life, and length of days for all time to come. Okay, ask of it. Ask, and you shall receive, right? The glory of righteousness is great through the salvation, through righteousness is future, like the outcomes. Like, what is the outcomes of being good, right? The outcomes. Splendor and majesty are bestowed. This is what's bestowed or put on, is righteousness and that majesty and splendor. In verse 6, for righteousness made I most blessed for all time to come. Okay, it's the goodness and mercy of righteousness, that's the Lord, that gives you that ability to be blessed, right? And you are made glad with the joy of that presence of righteousness, the presence of goodness, the presence of mercy. You are made glad by that. For you trust in the righteousness. So you trusting in righteousness, right? And through that steadfast love, remember I talked about steadfast love of the Most High shall not be moved. So you may move away from that steadfast love, or the steadfast love, you may push it away and take on something else that ends up really destroying you. So it's best to stick with that steadfast love, no matter how lonely you get, no matter how you get in the mentality of, oh, I've been single for what, 3 years, and now I'm gonna go dive in, and then you get in trouble. So you got to put the Most High first and foremost. So this blessed that you're going to receive for all time to come, it's a joy, right? And you trust in that steadfast love of that Most High, because that steadfast love shall not be moved. It's not going to be moved. You may move it, you may get upset and shaken and angry, but guess what? That steadfast love is there. It's not going to be moved. You have to stay with that. And you have to find people who are going to lead you to that and not lead you to destruction. You are known by the company you keep. When you are keeping company with, excuse my word, but hoes, you guess what? You're going to end up being that. So in verse 8, righteousness is going to find out all the enemies. And enemies are sometimes within our own selves. We are our worst enemy. Okay? Righteousness is going to exterminate that within us. We're not going to have any enemy talk about ourselves, to ourselves, with ourselves. We're no more negative narratives. Okay? We're going to talk positive to ourselves, about ourselves. That's what we want, because righteousness is going to find it out. And righteousness will find out those that do not love you, that hate you. Okay? Verse 9, righteousness will make such ones as a blazing oven when righteousness appears. You can't stand before that, because in verse 9, righteousness will swallow the enemy of righteousness up in a wrath, right? And fire will consume. Fire is going to be the one thing that's going to be the kicker here. So in other words, thank you for liking this video. In other words, you don't have to do anything to anyone. You don't have to. Blessed greetings, Makita. Mwah. You don't have to. Vengeance is not for you. Leave people where they are. Okay? That's important. Leave folks where they are. So in verse 9, we have this consumption with fire of the enemy. Verse 10, righteousness now is going to destroy descendants from the earth and offspring from among the children of human beings. Even though in verse 11, ones are planning evil against you, this is what happens. Though they devise mischief, they're not going to succeed, right? Not going to succeed. For righteousness will put them to flight. They're going to fly away. And righteousness will aim at their faces with righteous ammunition, in other words. I love that. So in verse 13, as we end the psalm for today, the psalm is very short today. It's Psalm 21, 13 verses. And verse 13, be exalted, O righteousness, in strength. And I are going to chant and give thanks to the power of that righteousness, because that is what's going to save us, is righteousness, our own goodness. We are the good soil. Selah and Selah again. I love that. Now, hold on now. Let's look at what our word of the day is. Our word of the day for this day, when the world is celebrating Thanksgiving, the world, we are in the world, but we are not of this world. So when the world is celebrating these holidays, use it as an opportunity to gather with family and forgive family, right? This is a forgiving season. We want to forgive. So in being thankful, we're thankful for forgiveness of, our wrongdoings. So I am thankful for my many blessings. I count my blessings every day, from the smallest gifts to the ones that make my heart sing. I value them all and appreciate the uniqueness of each one. Thank you for liking this video, by the way. I am grateful for my family and my friends, and you all have become my family now. So I'm including you all in that, family and friends, for people who support me no matter what. No matter that I'm far away in the Virgin Islands, you're still sending support out there, no matter what. I appreciate my environment, the beauty of the dawning, the sun, the breeze on my face, the birds outside my window. As I add to my gratitude, my heart expands. Giving thanks opens the way to abundant bliss of healing, prosperity, and harmony. Remember, I talk about the harmonic pattern. As I think of my blessings and give thanks for them, I deepen in joy and appreciation for my life. The bounty and beauty of the world around me magnify and multiply blessings by blessings. I am grateful. So this word today, thankful, is brought to us by bless the Lord, my life, and do not forget all the benefits. Psalm 103 verse 2. So we are going to bless righteousness. We're going to give thanks for this righteousness and goodness and mercy and love. We're going to give thanks for it all, because our life should not forget all the benefits that righteousness comes with. When you get a card, you got benefits with the card. You got benefits at your job. You got health benefits, etc. Well, the benefits of righteousness is love. It's giving thanks. It's being thankful, being grateful, being oh my goodness, this has a hole in it already. Look at that. So we are thankful. We give thanks on a continual basis every single day. So I love the word today. Now I want to share with you all the verse. The verse today, when it popped up on my phone, there it is. Give praise to the Lord. Who is the Lord? The Lord is righteousness, mercy, love, and kindness. Proclaim his name, right? Proclaim the name of righteousness. That's all of these things. Make known among the nations what righteousness has done. So we're giving praise to righteousness, proclaiming the name of righteousness, and making known among the nations what righteousness has done. Okay? This is important. So that's the verse today, coming from verse 8. This is chapter 16 of First Chronicles. Okay, so look it up. First Chronicles chapter 16, verse 8. This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. Let's see what I have here. Okay, so people are cooking. People are getting ready for the big bird, the Thanksgiving bird, that is, or the plane, flying on a plane to go and see family and friends, or driving. So as we outro, I want to say thank you for joining Chant A Psalm A Day. Thank you for liking this video. Thank you for tuning in. And remember to stand in love. Don't fall in it, right? That's important. Thanks for joining Chant A Psalm A Day, everyone. Take good care, and remember, always standing in love. Take good care. Gratitude. What are you thankful for today? Thank you, Makita. Gratitude. I'm thankful for truth and forgiveness. So I'm thankful for those two things, truth and forgiveness. Have a blessed day. And remember, we're going to stand in love, not fall in it. Take good care, everyone. Have a blessed day.